Well, good morning, channel. This is Robert. Today is Monday, November 28th, just after the Thanksgiving holiday. And I am out for a quick motorcycle ride on a crisp, and when I say crisp, 48, 49 degrees. It was in the 30s when I first woke up this morning. A crisp motorcycle ride, and I thought I'd do a quick vlog just to talk about a few things. Also, part of this morning's ride will be searching for fall colors. As fall has descended on North Texas, the leaves are now fully changed, and maybe we can get a few shots of some beautiful fall colors. We're going to try that. Anyway, it's just after Thanksgiving, so I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving with lots of family and fun and food, of course. I know I did. We all, regardless of the struggles throughout the year, we all have something to be thankful for. And I know I am truly blessed and thankful for all my family, for my job, for my ability to ride this motorcycle, and for my passion of photography. So this channel's a couple of things. It's some photography, mostly photography I'd say, and the occasional MotoVlog, which I'm doing right now. Anyway, we'll see what we can find out this morning. It's a beautiful morning. Thank you guys for joining me. And we'll be back in just a minute with some more interesting topics to talk about. Okay, well, since my last MotoVlog, which is about a month ago, just give you a couple of updates on some things. First of all, you'll remember I was talking about a pain in my neck that I was having due to some cervical bone compression, disc herniation, that sort. And at the time I was scheduled to go get some injections, which I have now received 2 rounds of those. That wasn't fun, but necessary, I guess, for insurance or whatever. Anyway, they they helped. They helped for a while. What the injections do is they put medications in there that help reduce inflammation, and that inflammation is part of what's pressing on the nerve, causing the pain, causing the numbness and tingling, that sort. So, they helped for a while. They're just temporary solutions, though. I mean, they, I want to say the pain, was gone for a few days and better for a few weeks, and then it would come back with both rounds. So, scheduled to go later this week to have further conversations with my doctor about what's next and when that might be. Anyway, that's an update on my neck. Doing okay. Still a problem. Such a beautiful day. Extended my Thanksgiving holiday by 1 day. Took a vacation day here on Monday. As you guys may or may not know, my main gig is accounting. So I do that to foot the bill for all the fun things like motorcycle riding and photography. Anyway, took an extra day, extend the holiday a little bit. Kids are back in school, and I have a little time this morning to just get this ride in, because it won't be too much longer. It'll be too cold for me to ride. And as I said, I woke up this morning, it was 38 degrees. 40 is kind of my cutoff. 40 is where the knees get too cold, the fingers get too cold. It's not any fun to ride in. It's, if not 50 now, approaching 50. And it's great weather. It's just great weather. So anyway, that's a little bit of update on the neck. Oh, the fall colors are pretty out here. I know we're going to find something to take a picture of. Back shortly. see these colors. So pretty. Hello, officer. And hello, American flag. Let's see, what's next on the topic of updates? Let's talk GoldWing. You guys remember I'm seriously looking at upgrading my bike early next year to a GoldWing. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on GoldWings and doing some research, and been out to the Honda dealership and actually sat on a 2019 GoldWing, which virtually the same specs as the 2023 model coming out next year. And one thing I noticed was the seat height is 29.1 inches. So I was curious how that compared to this Honda VTX 1800 that I'm riding now. So I went out and sat on it at the dealership, and it's a good bit higher, several inches higher. You know, whereas on this GoldWing I can, on this VTX 1800, I can come to a stop, put my feet down, very comfortably flat-footed at like a stoplight or a red light. That GoldWing, not so much. I can reach the ground for sure, but not flat-footed. So there's you know, something to be considered there. Oh wow, look at those colors. Oh, wow. Oh. The problem with photography when you're on the road like this is it's hard to find a place to pull over when you see something beautiful like that. Anyway, seat height is not going to dissuade me. I mean, it's definitely doable. It's just a little different, something I'll have to get used to. Put my feet down, it won't be flat-footed, whereas on this bike, most certainly flat-footed. I bet there's 5 inches of difference seat height from this bike to the GoldWing. Alright, I am so confident we are going to get some photos on this trip. Back shortly. Alright, I may have found my first shot. This beautiful looking cow over here. Yeah, you guys can tell I'm from Texas. Oh, that's a beautiful cow. And then these fall colors that kind of complement each other in the trees behind. So I'm going to see if I can get a vantage point from over there somewhere and get this shot. If it's any good, I'll throw it up right now. Here it is. Alright, little added bonus. She was taking care of her little calf there. I didn't initially see that. But yeah, that was... welcome to Texas, y'all. Trucks like that. Yep, that was definitely worth the shot. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Alright. Yeah, that was a beautiful shot. Very pleased with that. Now back on the GoldWing thing, you know, I mentioned the seat height. You can see here my feet are firmly planted on the ground. That's not the case with the GoldWing. Horses. A few other differences other than 20 years of technology on the GoldWing. have a fuel gauge, which I've never really had on this bike. You can see down here, there's no fuel gauge. The speedometer is pretty hard to read on this one, especially the older I get. Those numbers are pretty small. The only way I can tell I'm low on fuel is, well, by this time I know how many miles per tank I can get pretty consistently. And then there's a low fuel warning light that comes on, which means I have about a gallon left when that comes on. A pretty house. But on the GoldWing, you have an actual fuel gauge. So you know at any given time how much fuel you have. And I'm pretty sure there's a estimated miles to empty on the bike as well. GoldWing has heated seats, heated grips. This Honda VTX has neither. And I tell you, heated seats, you know, I've got them in all my cars. I was firmly in the camp of I don't need that crap until I actually had a car that had it. And I'm telling you, once you've had them, you just never want to go without them. So I imagine that's going to be the same way on the GoldWing. And the heated grips will be nice too, because some mornings it's just flat cold on the fingers. It's beautiful out here this morning. Lots of stuff to take a picture of. On to the next subject. Okay there, big fella. Stay on your side of the road. Let's talk about the comparison of the engines. What I'm riding now is a Honda VTX 1800. It was one of Honda's early 1800cc bikes. Incredible amount of low-end torque on this thing. And it will, you know, well in its day, and even today, it'll get up and go. It's definitely not a street bike. And it has a rev limiter, so if it starts revving too high, it will cut it back automatically. The GoldWing, also 1800 cc's. Honda doesn't publish how much horsepower or torque, but most people on YouTube agree it's somewhere around 120 to 125 horsepower and 125 foot-pounds of torque. It is an inline 6, horizontally opposed inline 6, which means it's very smooth. Engine is low on the bike, which tremendously helps the center of gravity. And according to what I've seen in videos, it looks as though the GoldWing will get up and on it pretty quick, a lot quicker than this bike will, even though they have similar numbers. Also, the GoldWing has different modes of driving. Tour mode, which is kind of your everyday driving, but then a sport mode. And man, that sport mode just kicks it alive. Makes it act a lot more like a sport touring than just a touring bike. So anyway, it's a little update on the engines. Some beautiful colors out here. difference, the GoldWing compared to this VTX 1800, is the windshield. Of course, I added this aftermarket windshield, this whole fairing, onto this VTX. And I would say that windshield's just slightly less than eye level on me, nose or mouth level, the height of the windshield. So there's a fair amount of wind that does hit the helmet. On the GoldWing, it has an electronic adjustable front windshield that I've seen reports even in the lowest position blocks a good amount of wind, but then a button over here on the left handlebar raises it up and it travels, you know, 4 to 5 inches up, and boy, in the up position really blocks the wind, not only for you as the driver of the bike, but the passenger as well. So I'm liking that too. Just a beautiful day for a drive. Temperature's perfect. A little bit of a chill, but I'm not cold. Just perfect. And welcome to Anna, Texas. Small little town, good bit north of Dallas. I say small, everything's relative. Is a rather sizable cow. Hey cow, it's out here enjoying your day. Oh, these beautiful colors. I love this road. I have no idea where I am. Thank goodness we live in the time of GPS where I just turn it on and tell it to take me home, and home I go. Oh, what a beautiful little road. Huh. I think I might have found my next composition. Back in a second, guys. All right. Now comes the interesting part of turning around with all this dirt and gravel. Yep, pretty road. Out of the way, nobody coming. And off we go. I think the name of this road is Cowan Road, C-O-W-A-N. Had a good friend, still have a good friend, not a had, have a good friend, last name Cowan. Never heard that word, that name, until I met him at a very young age. It's not a very common name. A few other people I've run into with that last name, and now there's a street with that name. So, Mr. Cowan, if you're watching this, way out here near Anna, there's a street with your name. And it is a beautiful fall street. What a pretty drive. Glad y'all are coming with me. Oh, pretty trees against the background of evergreens. You guys want to see some pretty trees? You really should check out my video that I took this fall from my trip to Colorado, southwestern Colorado. I'll put the link to it in the top left corner here. You can go check it out. It's only 12 minutes. Anyway, 12 minutes, well worth your visit. Alright, this is an interesting place. Oh, this is a turnaround. You can't go any further. Yeah, this place has the makings of a horror film. But I love old, dilapidated, broken down things like that barn back there, so I'm going to go get a picture of that back in a second. Okay, well, I totally brought the wrong lens for that shot of that old, dilapidated barn, because I have the telephoto, because I thought I'd be shooting across pastures at cows and trees and stuff, and I am doing that, but I did not bring my wide angle lens for a shot like that. So I took a couple of pictures. Maybe I can stitch them together in a panoramic. We'll see. Beautiful little hidden out of the way place that you don't want to be here at night. But I love this road. There's the barn. Okay, let's see if we can find our way out of here. All right, I think I will bring this MotoVlog to an end. Head back to the house, got lots to do today. Back to work tomorrow. Anyway, I appreciate you guys coming with me on this fall day. Got a couple of beautiful shots. Enjoyed a nice motorcycle ride. And I will see you guys again soon, either on a photography video or another motorcycle vlog, MotoVlog. Got a big trip coming up next year. Excited about that. The photography is going to be just unbelievable. Anyway, more to come on that. Thanks guys, have a great day. Happy holidays.